Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, I discussed 18.1 short question. I just sent you the PDF file format. Today, I gonna discuss first theorem of Thales or Thales theorem. We know that Thales theorem. So, Greek mathematician Thales told a truth about similar triangles. First of all, previously we know that if two triangles are similar, therefore we can discuss with equal sides proportion to equal angles proportion to side. Now here, first of all, discuss a two similar triangles. Suppose this is A, B, C. This is an parallel line of BC. So this is PQ. PQ parallel to BC. If PQ parallel to BC, therefore these two angles are corresponding angles. So therefore angle P equal to angle B, and these two angles are corresponding angle. These two are parallel, and this is the transversal. So therefore these two angles are corresponding angles. So therefore we can say angle Q equal to angle C. So therefore remaining angle A is common. In this two triangle APQ and triangle ABC. So therefore we can say that triangle ABC similar to triangle APQ, because three sides of triangle APQ is equal to the three angles of APQ equal to the three angles of triangle ABC. So now therefore from the similar formation we can say that the opposite side of angle P is AQ by opposite side of angle B is AC. AQ by AC equal to angle Q equal to angle C, means opposite side of angle Q is AP and opposite side of C means AB, equal to angle A is common, means angle A's opposite side is in triangle APQ is PQ and in triangle ABC is BC. So therefore this is the formation of similar triangles formation. We can first say that. Now the Thales theorem is, we can say that if we can say that AQ by AC equal to AP by AB equal to PQ by PC, therefore we can say that also AP by PB, if these two triangles are similar, therefore we can say that AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. This is the Thales theorem. This very important theorem in our syllabus. I discuss once more. First of all, in this diagram there are two triangles and this PQ and BC both are parallel. So angle P and angle B are corresponding angles, same as angle Q and angle C, and therefore we can say that the opposite side of these two angles are AQ and AC. Opposite sides of angle Q and angle C are AP by AB, and the opposite sides of angle A is PQ by BC. This is the common formation of the similarity of or similar triangle, similarity or similar triangle. Now from the Thales theorem we can say that if this two triangle and not these two sides, because these two sides don't intersect, but the remaining two sides where AB and AP intersects and AQ and AC both are intersects, both are the same straight line, standing on the same straight line, we can say that from the Thales theorem AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. This question number 1, sum number 1, exercise number 18.2, a line parallel to the side BC of triangle ABC intersects the sides AB and AC at the points P and Q respectively. If PB equal to AQ, AP equal to 9 units, QC equal to 4 units, then let us calculate the length of PB. So first of all, we have to draw the triangle here. And this is the parallel line. So ABC is the triangle, PQ is the parallel line. First, from Thales theorem or Thales, from Thales theorem we can say that AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. Now here we know that AQ and PB both are same. AP equal to 9 units, so 9 by PB. AQ means PB, therefore we put AQ equal to PB, and QC equal to 4 units is equal to 4. So therefore if we cross multiply it, we get that 9 into 4 36, PB into PB square, so PB square equal to 36. So therefore we can say that PB equal to root over 36 6 unit. This type of short question is very important. 1 or 2 marks carries, especially 2 marks, not 1 marks, is very important for our final exam. This sum number 2, same question. Sum number 2 is the length of PB is twice of AB and the length of QC is 3 units more than the length of AQ. Then let us write by calculating the length of AC. So therefore the length of PB is twice of AB. So therefore length of PB is twice of AB, twice of AP. It should be AP. PB equal to twice of AP, and the length of QC is 3 units more than the length of AQ. So therefore AQ plus 3 equal to QC. Now we know that this is the diagram, so same diagram here. PQ and BC are parallel. So from Thales theorem we can say that AP by PB equal to AQ by QC. So now AP by PB means 2AP, so therefore we put that 2AB equal to AQ, it should be AQ, and QC means AQ plus 3, so AQ plus 3. First of all we can eliminate AP and AP, because if A by 2A is given we can eliminate A and A, so therefore we can eliminate AP and AP. So therefore 1 by 2 equal to AQ by AQ plus 3. So if we cross multiply that, AQ plus 3 into 1 means AQ plus 3 equal to 2AQ. So if this AQ goes on the right side, so therefore 2AQ minus AQ equal to 3, or AQ equal to 3 unit. Now we have to find that AC. So AC equal to, we know that, look at this diagram, AC means AQ plus QC. AQ plus QC, and we know that AQ means 3 and QC means AQ plus 3. AQ plus 3, putting one more time 3 here, 3 plus 3, so it should be 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 3 9, so it should be 9 centimeter or 9 unit here, it should be 9 unit. Sum number 2 part 1. I took 2 points x and y on the sides PQ and PR respectively of triangle PQR. If Px equal to 2 unit, xq equal to 3.5 unit, yr equal to 7 unit and py equal to 4.25 units, then let us write with reason whether xy and qr will be parallel to each other or not. So first of all, this is triangle PQR and x is, first let us assume that, xy parallel to qr. First of all, we assume that xy parallel to qr. So therefore, from Thales theorem, we can say that px by xq equal to py by yr. Now px means 2 and xq means 3.5, so equal to py means 4.25, 4.25 by yr means 7, so this should be 7. Now you can see 2 by 3.5 means 2 by, this should be 35 and 10 here, so if we eliminate or if we divide both sides by 5, it should be 2 and it should be 7, so it should be 4 by 7. So here we can write that this should be 4 by 7 and 4.25 by 7 means 425 by 100 into 7. So if we eliminate this by 25, this should be 4 and this should be 25, 1 and 17. So this should be 17 into 7 by 4, 119 by 28. These two are equal? Not. These two are not equal. It's not possible. So therefore we can say that it's not possible. So therefore we can say that xy not parallel to qr. This is a contradictory proof. First of all, we have to assume xy parallel to qr, and therefore here we prove that this is not possible, as px by xq is not equal to the py by yr. Therefore we can say that xy not parallel to qr.